Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Shimmy, shimmy. Available today. The album launched today. Dad AF. Can you guess what song I'm gonna sing? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life's fantastic when you're plastic. Beast! So, let's talk. Trisha Paytas has given birth. Trisha Paytas has had her baby. She and Moses had their baby today. I don't know if actually it was today or yesterday, but she posted a picture on her Twitter, and she also posted a picture on her Instagram with the baby's name. They have named the baby Malibu Barbie Paytas Hackman. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man, for short. Anyway, so I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about some other things, because this is stirring up so much drama online. And I'm kind of surprised about that. So I have some things to say. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong. Ding! Before I even get into the drama phone, okay, let me just say, hold on a second. My hair is getting so long for my Halo Beauty, my Sugar Bear hair pills. Before I get into that, I just want to say that today is the very last day. Look at my... There's the next year and a half of Trisha Paytas' life. Anyway, I just want to say that today is the very last day of the summer of our pool being open. And I was sitting on my front porch, and my neighbor across the street came back, and she was carrying her inner tube. Do we say that anymore, inner tube? Anyway, some fancy thing that I have bought 5 of on Amazon and not used all summer. But anyway, I was like, did you just get back from the pool? And she was like, yeah. And it's like 80, 82 or something today. And I said, how was it? And she goes, freezing. And she goes, but it's the last day of the pool being open, and so I wanted to go. And so I was like, you know what? I was sitting there, and I had kind of thought about maybe going there, going to the pool for the last day, because I was like, I'm going to regret it if I don't go in 2 or 3 days, or a month, or whatever, that I didn't go for the last swim of the summer, because y'all know I love to go to the pool. And I was sitting there and I was like, oh, do you really care? And so I suited up, I showed up to the pool for the very last day. It was bitter cold. I filmed a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel. It is actually rendering right now, and I will be uploading that when I get off from doing this. Not that, okay? That's when my husband gets home. When I get done filming this video, I will be uploading that video. So that video will be over my Peter Does Stuff channel if you want to see my last swim of the summer 2022. And the water, was it freezing? Was it cold? I don't know. You'll have to find out in my video. But anyway, ding-a-ling-a-ling, shabba-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? What? Trisha Paytas had her baby? Oh, my Lord, what? She named it after her favorite doll, Cabbage Patch? Oh, no? Malibu Barbie. Oh, my Lord. Okay, Jane. Oh, well, I don't even know what to think about that. What's her middle name? B? Barbie. Oh, Malibu Barbie. Oh, I get it. She's got 2 last names. 2 last names and 2 first names and no middle name. Okay, Malibu Barbie Cabbage Patch Paytas Hackman. Oh, I like that. I think that's real nice. Well, all right, Jane. The Women's League. Next Tuesday. We can talk all about it then. Oh, I love you too. I love you 3. Well, no, I've got to go over to the Babies R Us, because I think that's where Trisha is registered. You know, she's got Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci for the baby. I'm gonna pick up some diapers, I think. Well, all right, Jane. I'll see you then. Love you too. Bye. So anyway, Trisha Paytas has given birth to her baby. And I actually wasn't going to make a video about this, because I was like, I think everybody already knows. In fact, I called my, where's my fan? I called my I'm a Barbie girl. Life's fantastic when you're plastic. Are you from Detroit? Anyway, oh my God, that would have been so funny if Trisha Paytas, who doesn't want to be in drama, had named her baby Detroit. Okay, that would have been total shade to Duff Noodles, but anyway. So, we're going to get into the name thing in a second, but I called up my best friend, Tanya Jean, who follows very closely the life of Trisha Paytas, who 3 or 4 years ago had no idea what or who a Trisha Paytas was. But now she'll call me and she'll say things like, did you see this about Trisha, or did you see that about Trisha? So I called her, or she called me when I was at the pool, and we were just kind of like running things down of our day, and I said, did you see that Trisha Paytas had her baby? And she goes, pause. Here's the phone call. Are you ready? Where's my phone? Oh, I threw it over there! Why, when I need my phone, why can't we have nice things? So anyway, here's the phone, right? And I'm like, did you see that Trisha Paytas had her baby? Pause. And she goes, Malibu Barbie. And I go, I mean, Tanya, it could have been much worse. I said, I actually think it's kind of a cute name. It's kind of fitting for Trisha Paytas. Long pause. She doesn't say anything. So I'm like, okay, so that's what Tanya thinks about the baby name. And it's interesting because a lot of people online are criticizing the fact that Trisha Paytas came out and named her baby Malibu Barbie. I am kind of surprised, honestly. I mean, if you had to tell me, or if you had to have me guess 100 names that Trisha was going to name her baby, I would never have guessed this. And in fact, okay, I honestly kind of in my gut thought that Trisha was going to go with something very traditional. I really did. Like, I thought she was going to name her Jane, or I don't know. But, just, the other day, the last week, when the Queen passed away, and there was all this online stuff. Did you see this online? So if you don't follow the online stuff, Trisha did a TikTok about it, and she came out and spoke about it. But all these people were speculating that Trisha was going to go into labor, and it was like this whole story, and I kind of felt like it was just, I don't know, I felt like it was really disrespectful to the royal family, and Trisha even came out and addressed it, and I actually thought that she addressed it appropriately. And people were saying that Trisha was going to give birth to the Queen reincarnated, and it was all this kind of stuff, and that she was going to name her baby Queen Elizabeth. She didn't. She came out in a TikTok and she addressed it, and she apologized to the royal family for even being trending alongside them and all this kind of stuff. And so, and whether she was doing that to, I don't know, garner some attention, or whether she was really wanting to address that, she seemed very genuine. And y'all, listen, don't come for me and say, you always side with Trisha. No, I don't. Hardly ever anymore, okay? But listen, the girl just gave birth, and congratulations to her. The baby looks very, very healthy. I'm very happy for them. They seem very, very happy. This has been her dream for a very long time. I think the fact that it seems like she had a healthy labor and that the baby is healthy, I mean, that is fantastic, right? So congratulations. And I actually have to say that I'm seeing a lot of comments especially on Twitter, of people saying really, really harsh things. Let's wait maybe, and let's give it a week or two or a month or two and kind of see what happens. Like, maybe not the day that somebody is giving birth to somebody. I just think that that's really, really harsh. That's just my personal opinion. It's like, on that day, kind of let them, enjoy this moment of their life. And number one. Number two, that child doesn't deserve that, And listen, and a lot of people are like, well, that child doesn't deserve to be called Malibu, a Barbie, and all this kind of stuff either. Like, I don't know why people are going crazy about this. It's Trisha Paytas, okay? It's Trisha Paytas, right? Like, she could have named her baby Chicken Finger Mukbang or something, right? Or she could have named her baby, I don't know, tarot card reading or something. I mean, she didn't. She named her baby Malibu Barbie. Now, there are people that are saying that in the past, she has said some things about Barbie dolls and whatever, and how they're triggering for her, and I don't know anything about that, okay? I don't know. I didn't go back and look and whatever, but I don't actually think that that's that bad of a name. I mean, there are a lot of people that are named after places, and there's so many celebrities that name their babies like Peach Pie, and I mean, look at, the what Kim Kardashian's named her daughters, like what, North, West, South, East, Target, and Arby's, McDonald's. I don't know. It's like, and I know that people had issues at that time too, but it's like, it's kind of like, I mean, Trisha Paytas, before, like when Trisha Paytas was on the rise and she was this, you know, kind of like people would see her as this iconic figure and this kind of like very larger than life, you know, person, was like loved pink, the blonde hair, whatever. She was kind of like a living, I know when I say this, people are going to be like, Peter, seriously. I'm talking about, let's go back 6 or 7 years, okay? She was kind of like a larger than life, like living, you know, Malibu Barbie doll, right? And so the fact that she named her baby that is not a huge stretch for me. It doesn't really surprise me. I know that, you know, at one point, Trisha had told me that she was looking at building a house in Malibu and that she really wanted to live in Malibu and that she loved Malibu. And I think, you know, all of that, I mean, we live in a time where I don't think that people pick really super traditional names for their children anymore. I mean, they just don't, you know. I actually like traditional names. When I tell people what, like, traditional names I like, they're like, those are not really traditional names. I'm like, I like Jack, I like Tex, I like Hank, you know, I like Judy, I like Sally, you know, like, those are the kind of names that I like. But, you know, people don't really name their kids that stuff anymore. It's funny because if you get online and you look at a list of, like, the trending names for that year, like, each year that goes by, I actually should look that up and see what the trending names are. Malibu Barbie is probably one of them. I don't know, you know, it's like, my friend Tanya said, okay, but imagine this girl when she's, like, 20. You know, it's like, I don't know, like, I don't think, I mean, it's not like she's going to go by Malibu Barbie for the rest of her life, right? I mean, she might go by MB. She might go by, somebody I saw online said you could call her Boo for short, which is my dog's name. I actually think that's a cute name for a girl. And, you know, but I think Malibu, like, listen, I've read my fair share of Jackie Collins novels, okay? I don't know that she didn't name a character Malibu in one of those books, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't think that Malibu is that bad of a name. I really don't. Am I the only one? Like, am I thinking crazy? I don't know. Like, I think, like, and a lot of people are like, is she trolling with this name? If Trisha Paytas was trolling with a name or whatever, it would be something else. And a lot of people are saying that she is keeping the baby's, like, real identity or real name offline. And she may be doing that. She may be doing that. So maybe this baby's name is just what she's going to use, like, as its stage name. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm thinking of it in Family Channel kind of universe. Maybe this is just the name that she's going to use for, like, the stage name, and then, like, maybe her name is Susie Smith Paytas Hackman or something like that, right? And she doesn't want everybody to know that name, so that's not the name that she's putting out there. So she's putting out there Malibu Barbie. I don't know! Why do you expect all the answers from me, right? I do want to say one thing. I kind of went back and forth with thinking about, like, going forward and how I was going to address things with Trisha Paytas. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but, like, the last 2 weeks, something like that, I don't know when the last video that I made about Trisha Paytas was, but the closer that she got to going into labor, it was very cognizant of on my part that I wasn't going to post a drama video, because I wanted to make sure that, like, I didn't post a video on the day that she went into labor, and I think out of fairness of her. And so, you know, going forward, there's a lot of people that are very critical of her doing a family channel and putting her child on video and things like that, and Trisha has said that she's going to be very limited with that, and we don't know. I guess time will tell. I will say that I am impressed. Okay, and it takes a lot to impress me when it comes to Trisha. I am impressed that she didn't post, like, on Twitter, like, live tweeting, you know, like, I'm going into labor, I'm at the hospital, I'm this, because I think she would have, number one, gotten a lot of negativity, and I think number two, a lot of people would have tried to figure out where she was and things like that. So I think that that was a smart move. I think that was actually kind of like a thought out, planned move, that she just, like, had the child and then posted it afterwards. So anyway, you know, if you want to go over and see the child, she's posted pictures on the Instagram, like I said, she's posted pictures on the Twitter. Going forward, I've been real good in my career on YouTube of saying, like, never doing this, and then, like, I change my mind, which, hey, listen, I'm a human being. I can change my mind in a moment's notice, okay? So I'm not going to come out and say, because I don't think that there may be a time that I need to. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to talk about Trisha Paytas' family channel, because I don't know what she's going to do with that channel. Family channels, and I have said this, and this is why I have said to Trisha in my videos, I think you need to be very, very careful about what you do going forward with a family channel, because family channels are under a lot of criticism. When I say that in videos, a lot of people ask me, well, why are family channels under a lot of criticism right now? Because a lot of people don't know. Well, a lot of people are being accused of using their kids basically as actors for their channels to make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, right? And so they are using them to film for long periods of time. Or like we saw with Jordan Cheyenne in the video with the dog being sick, they're trying to initiate an emotional response for them, or get them to respond or react in a certain way, or get them to say things that they normally wouldn't say, right? So to some degree, it is, I don't want to use the A word, but that is what it is. And it's emotional manipulation of these children for these family channels, which is why I have said, and I think many fans of Trisha's have said, do not do this family channel, okay? Because there's no way to do it and not be under scrutiny in today's times. Family channels are one of the most criticized channels of today's time. People that are on TikTok with their kids are some of the most criticized people on TikTok, on social media, whatever, right? So I think you have to be very, very careful if you're going to do a family channel. And like, I don't watch really any of them, so I don't know any to say. I mean, I've seen a couple through the years. I mean, and honestly, to just throw things out, it's like the Ace family, I don't watch their videos. The LeBran family or whatever, like I've watched a couple of their videos years ago. I thought they were weirdos. You know, like Brittany and Baby got so criticized. She shouted me out in a video. I used to watch her videos where she would make like her kids lunch, and then she got real problematic apparently. You know, I don't know. So I don't watch any of that stuff to be able to speak on it greatly. If you guys want me to, you know, put below some family channels that you think are problematic and I'll look into it. But I think you have to be very, very careful on how you're going to do that, you know? Even speaking to your parenting and what you're doing. So I hope she's careful in that. That being said, if something comes up, I will speak on it. I will. And because I think that those things need to be spoken about. And I've talked about Trisha Paytas and things in the past. I hope that's not the case. You know, I want to be optimistic about this, especially on her, you know, her magical day, and I want to be optimistic, and I want to hope that she will surprise us all and be this amazing parent, and that Moses, I mean, he seems very excited and very proud. You know, I do want to say this, especially as a person that has been sober for 27 plus years and have been around a lot of people that are in early sobriety or are pregnant when they get sober and things like that. You know, it is no mystery to me that becoming a parent sometimes changes the direction of your life and puts things into perspective and makes you see things in a different way and makes you want to be a better person for that child and wants you to be different and, you know, speak to people differently and stay out of things and really become kind of mature overnight sometimes, you know. I've seen a lot of people who really didn't have their stuff together whatsoever and become a parent, and then it's like their life kind of like aligns overnight. I've also seen a lot of people, the opposite is true. And so it's not about the having the child, I think, that makes that person, but I do think that it could be a big part of that. And I'm hoping that for Trisha, you know, I really do. I hope that Trisha and Moses are the most amazing parents for this little child, and, you know, and that she has the best world and the best life in the entire world. And why would we not wish that for somebody, you know? I always think when one of my friends has a baby, I always think, you know, like the first time that I see it, whether that's like in, you know, 2 weeks or whatever, I'm always like, wow, the possibility of what that child could be, you know, the possibility that that child could be an Oscar winner or a senator or, you know, who knows, you know what, or the president of the United States, you know. So here's to President Malibu Barbie, Paytas Hackman. We're all gonna vote for you. No, anyway, so let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. Congratulations to Trisha and Moses, and I'm wishing you the best. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.